Hi, this is Tiff Shuttlesworth, President of Northpoint Bible College and Seminary, coming to you with our weekly vision video. I've been at Northpoint over the last 3 days, and we're getting so close. We're about 3 weeks away from the beginning of our 100th academic year. 2024-2025 will be our 100th academic year. And God has been so very faithful. There's all kinds of activity on the campus. I am thrilled. It looks like, and I don't want to count chickens before they hatch, so to speak, but it looks like we may have one of the highest enrollments in over a decade, and many students still in application process. I had 2 students in one day, one of which walked into my office. There was a tap on my door, and it was a pastor and a young man from the Dominican Republic. He's in the top of his class in the DR. He is talented, plays multiple instruments, leads worship at his church, and by faith, he is coming to Northpoint to do his 4 years and to prepare to serve the Lord in his calling as a minister. A lady from the state of Washington that's a pharmacist, already has multiple degrees, but she said, I found you on YouTube and I feel called not to treat people and to hand out medications for sickness and disease and pain. I want to help people find the healer. And she's literally leaving everything in Washington and coming to Bible College in just a few weeks to join us at Northpoint. She feels the call of God, and I could tell you story after story. There are many needs at the school, and God's been faithful. To be honest with you, these last 3 days have been brutal in the natural sense of the word. And what do I mean by brutal? We had incredible heat. Many across the nation have been involved in heat waves. But we had a severe thunderstorm one night, and the lightning, thunder caused some type of electrical power surge. We lost our power for some time. But the next day, it looks like, as of today, and we've had professionals out there, it looks like we've lost our entire IT and critical institutional information, and we're looking at the possibility of close to $100,000 to replace and put our IT back in place in the next 3 weeks. And I mean, our professors and faculty, they need that every day, including right now. But we're going to replace that. And let me tell you, I've gone to God in prayer, and I've said, Father, our faculty, our staff, and especially our students deserve the best IT that money can buy. It's not a hard thing for the Lord. The truth is the IT system we had is well over 10 years old, antiquated, and it's time to be replaced. But it's going to cost probably somewhere near 6 figures. We're going to have to remodel the room that it's in. That room has to be sanitary. There has to be coolant, and you have to keep rooms like that at certain temperatures and dust-free, etc. I need you to pray about that. And then we had about $18,000 in repair costs that were just submitted to me this morning for one of our teaching buildings that has to be done. I'm not going to bore you with all of the needs of the school, but we have much to do. We are looking like a record class coming in about 24 days. And I am asking you, if you're listening to this video, would you pray about being a part of helping us for our 100th anniversary? By the way, if you've not already made plans, we're going to have a blowout celebration, October 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Pastor John Kilpatrick, who led one of the greatest revivals in my lifetime, is going to be one of our keynote speakers. I'll be speaking as well. Wonderful music and worship, all kinds of activities. We're looking at the potential of putting up a 1,000-seat tent on the property, and it'll be right at peak season for fall colors. We're going to have a glorious time in the presence of God, celebrating 100 years, and I hope you'll make plans to come. Whether you attended the school or not, join us. Bring people from your church. Get a van load, bus load. Let's celebrate God's faithfulness to prepare young men and young women for preaching the gospel in these last days to the four corners of the earth. And will you please pray? We need some significant gifts to come in the next 3 weeks, whatever God lays upon your heart. But I am going to challenge, there might be a handful of people, God's blessed you, a businessman or a businesswoman. Would you pray about sending a significant gift? It would be of great help. And by the way, nothing that leaves your hand for the work of God is gone. It'll come back to you multiplied over and over. There's not one need at that school that God's not only aware of, but more than able to help us tackle every giant. Thank you for holding up my hands in this battle. Pray for our students. Pray for our incoming students. Pray for our incoming international students and our online students from all around, that this will be a great year of revival and people learning the scriptures and preparing for the gifts and callings upon their hearts and lives. Until our next video, bye for now.